Welcome back to The Express at the Greater Vancouver Zoo in Aldergrove. Now, what's your definition of extremely Canadian? Probably not the temperament of a muskox, but maybe the giraffes. They're pretty friendly and we're going to hang with them later. Or maybe a snow bunny. Whistler Blackcomb boasted record-breaking snowfalls this year, and they say the best way to savor the powder is to learn how to really ride it.
Whistler Blackcomb, she hides her secrets well.
Pillowy powder, bumpy terrain, off-piste skiing is a far, thigh-burning cry from groomed runs. This skier's gold is often hidden away around a rock or tree gap.
Unless you have somebody who knows where it is, you're going to have a hard time finding a lot of the really good terrain.
And that's why guests from around the world sign up for extremely Canadian steep ski clinics on Whistler Blackcomb Mountains. Guides like Derek Foose open up mountains of possibilities with 8,000 plus acres of terrain and 5,000 feet of vertical to navigate.
I've been skiing here for 15 years, and I'd say the first 5 years I spent the majority of my time hopelessly lost, hanging off trees, climbing down cliffs, but learning everything, every in and out of every bowl and every zone. And I went through all that so you don't have to.
Pro skier Piers Smart founded the two-day steep skiing clinic 16 years ago, making his ski bum way of life legit. One of North America's top 100 instructors revolutionized ski instruction, with the clinic focusing on mountain exploration, as well as technical and tactical skill building for intermediate and expert skiers.
Quite often people come to our clinics thinking, oh, extremely Canadian steep clinics, I'm going to have to jump off cliffs and go off cornices and do all that stuff. And the reality is, it's not the best way to build your confidence. Quick ankle moves.
But technique is the right kind. An avid ski school student of 10 years, I knew how to navigate groom runs, but not necessarily powder. Instead of a small group class, I opted for a private one-on-one.
So what we're going to work on today is helping you to get to ski in tighter areas, in the trees, steeps, couloirs, things like that. One of the key things we need to do is be really quick on our feet. And how we do so is by using our ankle to flex and extend.
Soon we were putting my new learned techniques into the trees. Skiers are explorers with Extremely Canadian. Off-piste comes with a lot less restrictions.
You go where you want to go and do what you want to do. It's a great way to be. It's a great way to live your life. Extend your feet and your ankles into the direction you want to go. All right, let's go.
And Peter brings a lot of life to his clinics.
Yeehaw!
Career highlights include forerunning the Men's World Cup downhill 5 times with a giant camera strapped to his chest for Warren Miller Films. And stunt skiing for the blockbuster hit Hot Tub Time Machine. But his top resume pick?
Skiing powder every year here at Whistler Blackcomb, I have to say.
An extreme passion, an extremely Canadian one that benefits the masses.
We're out there looking around all the time, wanting to go experience that for ourselves and pass it on to our clients. Both feet at the same time.
From Whistler, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for Shaw
Awesome.
TV.
Good job.
The extremely Canadian season isn't over yet. The local troupe is hosting a ski trip to Argentina this summer. Also, Blackcomb Mountain is open until May 30th. We have to admit, we live in an amazing place, but how much of that do we take for granted? After a trip to BC Children's Hospital and a visit with the Secon family and their tough and inspiring daughter, I think we'll all be inspired to make the most of it and help ensure that other BC kids have the same chance.
Let's go, Priya. I can make your hair today, hairstyle, so we can go outside today. It's nice weather outside.
Like any doting mother, Carminder Secon helps her daughter Priya get ready.
Looks good. Yeah. Wow, lovely.
It's these mother and daughter moments that Carminder cherishes deeply, because 11 years ago, they were almost taken away. At just 4 years old, Carminder's daughter Priya was involved in a serious car accident.
Policeman called me, so, oh, your husband is in VGH hospital, and your daughter, she's in the ICU. Oh, I said, what happened? She's okay? She said, no, she's not. And then after I go to the ICU, I request the doctors, please doctor, I have only one child. I need my daughter back. They said, okay, we try, but we're not 100%.
4 days after the accident, Carminder learned that Priya was a paraplegic.
The doctor said, oh, she could not walk, she could not breathe, and even she could not eat. So I said, okay, I want my daughter. You do suctioning, I'm doing the bagging, okay?
Okay, no problem. Priya needs extra care as she's on a ventilator 24 hours a day to breathe and feeding tubes to assist with eating. Carminder thanks the BC Children's Hospital for helping her daughter and teaching her how to take care of her at home.
After accident, I learned a lot. I have a lot of experience. This is the amazing hospital. These children, especially the doctors and the nurses, all the nurses, all the doctors, we have relations like a family members. Okay, come on, everybody, lunch is ready.
Priya's younger brother, Amardeep, also recognizes the value of BC Children's Hospital.
I'm gonna put a choreo for Priya on the plate. Everybody likes my Bhangra dance, and they give me money, so I donate that to BC Children's Hospital. And I almost raised $500, and I'm gonna attempt to raise more money.
Cousin Pavandeep grew up with Priya like an older sister. She says everyone in Priya's family shares the same hope for the future.
There's a lot of research going on in stem cell research, and so we hope that one day she'll be able to walk again just like how she used to before, and that she'll be able to move around and breathe on her own.
I'm Mona Mansour in Vancouver for The Express.
To support more families like the Secons, join us for a World of Smiles telethon benefiting BC Children's Hospital. It's happening on Sunday, May 29th from 5 until 11, live on Shaw Multicultural Channel, Digital 116, and simulcast on Shaw TV stations throughout BC. You're watching The Express, and we're going to do things a little differently when we come back.
Kayla, we'll need a shower afterwards.
I will definitely.
After the break,
and then
a giraffe tongue bath at the Greater Vancouver Zoo. Sweet rides at the Burnaby Village Museum. The Express. This is your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by the Lounge Hair Studio. LoungeHairStudio.com.
Almost 4.5 million Canadians live with arthritis. It's a leading cause of pain and disability. Arthritis strikes young and old alike, and the burden of illness takes an enormous toll. The Canadian Arthritis Network is a not-for-profit organization that funds research and connects today's players in arthritis research. We're all working together so that today's arthritis research becomes tomorrow's cure. For more information, please visit arthritisnetwork.ca.
Welcome back to The Express at the Greater Vancouver Zoo. I kind of feel like I'm in the Friendly Giant right now, and you hang out with these guys all the time, hey?
I do get to play with these guys all the time.
That's why you're wearing a hat, right? Yeah.
That usually is pretty good at keeping a giraffe slobber out of the hair.
That's great. And who is this right here?
This guy's
Curious
Amron.
creature.
He's one of our giraffes born here at the zoo.
I think he's going to give that girl a kiss, Kayla.
We'll need a shower afterwards.
I will definitely.
Yeah. And then our male Jafari, who is being shy at the moment. He was born at the Granby Zoo.
Oh my goodness. So they seem obviously like very curious creatures. What other kind of temperaments do giraffes tend to have?
Usually these guys are pretty gentle and inquisitive and eating the camera.
And what would you say you think is the most interesting thing about giraffes?
Oh, they have a lot of really interesting things. Their tongues can be up to about 18 inches long. So that's kind of your hand to your elbow, about that. Their heart is incredibly large to pump all the blood they need into their head. Although this guy sometimes seems like he's a bit of an airhead. I'm every day. I'm not all that exciting. He gets to sniff me all the time, but you guys are new and exciting, and there's lights, and
especially the cameraman.
Yeah, he's a bit of a showboat. He loves attention. He loves being. What are you doing? He's luring you in.
New this year at the Greater Vancouver Zoo here in Aldergrove, when you pay your admission, you get a 25-cent conservation token. And then when you tour around the zoo, you can put that toward the project of your choice. Now, as we mentioned earlier, this attraction is involved with Tourism Vancouver's Be a Tourist promo. And so is the next place we're going to visit, the Burnaby Village Museum.
My name is Bob Farrell, and I'm a volunteer at Burnaby Village Museum. I'm an ex-aircraft engineer. I'm a mechanic on the 1929 Nash we have here. It's a six-cylinder car with twin ignition, because in 1929 the fuels weren't that great, so they had to have lots of spark to burn them. This model here is a particularly rare one because it's a roadster. There's a few sedans around that still are in Burnaby or Coquitlam. This car was owned by a Burnaby resident, and Nash Motor Company made cars until 1957. You see them in various show and shines and parades that are held around the Lower Mainland. This is a 1924 Model T Ford. This is Jim Wong, is the proud possessor of a Model A. So he's able to go to all kinds of swap meets and get us parts for this car. Anyway, I have learned quite a bit about the Model Ts and things like that. This pedal here is the forward pedal. This pedal here is the reverse. And this pedal here is the brake. And when this lever is pushed all the way forward, then that's the high gear with this pedal pushed. Ford made 15 million of these cars, so there was quite a few here in Canada. Come on down to Burnaby Village Museum and see us.
New at the museum, starting this Saturday, May the 7th from 9 until 2, is a Burnaby Village Farmers Market. And what else is new to the local scene? Well, that's where we're shining today's Express Spotlight. VIBC's City of Bhangra presents 9 days of drums, dance, and discussion. Talent spans from folk music to rock-inspired bands and features dancers from all over North America. Celebrate cultural diversity with the community at Pine Tree Elementary School. The event celebrates our diverse culture with performances, presentations, food samples, and more. Join with thousands who have decided to fight back at an event that celebrates cancer survivors and honors loved ones. Also, Tourism Vancouver and over 25 visitor attractions, including the Greater Vancouver Zoo here in Aldergrove, are celebrating Vancouver 125 with a Be a Tourist in Your Own Town promo. It runs until May 29th, and you can check the website daily for freebies. And that's it for today's Express. We're going to leave you with a look at the local theater scene, and we'll see you next time.
I don't know what's got into you, but whatever it is, I want you to snap out of it and march straight on down.
I just need to be alone right now.
All hail the conquering hero!
Ben, where are you?
I'm here.
Ben!
Mr. Robinson.
He's wearing the suit.
You're wearing the suit.
He loves it.
Do you like it, Ben?
Well, he better. I'm out a couple of $100.
It's a hell of a suit.
Isn't it?
Ben, the guests are all downstairs.
Come on down, Ben.
Ben, I want to shake your hand. God damn it, I'm proud of you.
We're all so proud of you, Ben.
And everyone's lining up down there to shake your hand.
I took a look at your yearbook, Ben. Head of the debating club, captain of cross country, editor of the school newspaper.
No one appears in that yearbook more than Ben.
A social secretary of your house. I'm running out of fingers here. First in your class.
I wasn't first.
Oh?
I tied for first. I tied with Abe Frankel.
Well.